What's up, guys? Course Genesis here, and I skipped day 5 yesterday, but I'm back today with the challenge of trying to do 31 videos for this month of July. And today, the topic that we're going to talk about is something called sacrifice. And here in Africa, we used to have people who would sacrifice for different kinds of things. I mean, there are still people who do sacrifices from people to animals for more kind of like ritual purposes. But the kind of sacrifice that I'm talking about today in relation to self-improvement is the one where you sacrifice your current self for your future self. And I think there's this quote from Jeremy Peterson, which also says that the successful among us, they sacrifice and bargain with the future. So right now, I'm pretty sure you know that some things that are obviously impeding your life, things that are stopping you from becoming the best version of yourself. And like I always say in most of my videos, that you are not all you could be, and there is pain in that. There is always pain in knowing that you could have been like better and you are not. And sometimes you could be stopped from becoming the best version of yourself by physical problems or by physical roadblocks. Maybe, for example, you could say, "Oh, I can't be this, or I can't be best at this sport or activity," maybe because you have one arm, or because you have like a disability or something like that. But then also there is you have heard of something which says that you are your biggest competitor or your biggest enemy. Today I was checking out a gym with my friend, and one of the quotes they had in the bathroom mirror was that your biggest competitor is the one in the mirror, which means like you are always your number one enemy, and you can always change this to be like your number one supporter, your number one friend, your number one companion, because you always have you. David Goggins, in one of his books and on many other podcasts, he talks about that one of the best conversations that you can always have is the one that you have by yourself. You go to sleep with it, you wake up with it, and it depends what you tell yourself. So if you ask yourself, like, why am I not at my best? Why am I not the best version yet? Usually, you're the only person who is stopping yourself from achieving that. Even if you're not the only person, I believe that most times you know what is impeding you from being that person that you want to be. You could know the habits that are stopping you. You could know things that you do, activities that you do, people that may be stopping you, places that may be stopping you from becoming who you want to be. And no matter how sweet or how joyful or how happy you can be doing those things that you know are stopping you from becoming who you are supposed to be, if you sacrifice them right now, then that will be the only way that you get to be the best version of yourself. So the kind of sacrifice I'm talking about right now is not the one where you sacrifice like an animal or a person for you to be able to be successful, but it is the one where you sacrifice like the fun for now, like the hanging out for now, or the nice foods that you eat that could make you fat, or the things or habits or activities that you do that could make you not be the best version of yourself, or that could make you not like yourself more enough to improve yourself, sacrificing them now for a better future. Something we always talk about, like, oh, what are you supposed to be doing in your 20s? Some people are like, you're supposed to be having fun in your 20s, like you're just 20, you will figure out life. Or it could also be something like, I'm gonna grind hard in my 20s so I can probably retire in my 30s, or I can enjoy my 30s knowing that I put in the hard work when I was in my 20s. So one thing that I've tried to do is kind of more of like carry on more responsibility in my 20s, whether that's being responsible to you, your family, your siblings, your friends, or anyone around you, because it's the kind of responsibility that gives your life meaning. And carrying responsibility has been one of the reasons that I still keep on with life, or I still get to get out of my bed on some days, because there will be days when you don't want to get out of bed and you need more than discipline or motivation to be able to do that. And the responsibility has been doing that for me. I've sacrificed many things, the happiness, the joy that people get from, drinking alcohol, using drugs, and many other things that people get to do in their 20s. And I'm hoping that all this grind and hard work will definitely pay off, maybe in my 30s, but who knows. But the main point from this YouTube video today is that sacrifices are necessary, and the successful among us will always be those ones who sacrifice the fun grind. We are 6 months away from 2026. You may be here, I may be here, you may not be here, and I may not be here, but I know one thing, that knowing that you're on a self-improvement journey, you're trying to be the best version of yourself, it always gives you this kind of sense of meaning, or of knowing that at least I'm not self-roasting away, or I'm not wasting myself. I'm not wasting my life, and more especially wasting life by my own self. I think there's this also quote from Janet Peterson, which says that there is no greater hell than knowing that the pain or whatever that you're going through has been caused by yourself. And then also another quote from Nietzsche, which says that and the biggest sin of it all is knowing that I have betrayed myself, and all for nothing. So which still surrounds around the main point of knowing that you are always your biggest enemy, but you can always be your biggest supporter. So you know what you're supposed to sacrifice if you want to be the best version of yourself. You know what you want to give up, you know what you're supposed to stop doing, and you know what to do. I always had this excuse of saying, oh, I don't know what to do now. What can I do now? This has happened. What can I do now? I don't know how to move from this stage of life, or how to overcome this and that. But to be honest, I think I always knew what to do. I always knew that I have to figure out a way of escaping the kind of a matrix mentality, or the kind of many mentalities that you get born with when you're young, or when you grow from a certain environment. And it was always me My name is Costa Genesis. I'll see you in the next